So today we're going to learn how to do a for loop in Python. The for loops are good because they can take out a lot of manual work or manual handling in programming. So for the first example, what we have here is a variable numbers, and it's been assigned to as a list of integers or an array of integers. What we can do then is print out each element in that list. Here we see the list is 1 to 10. So manually you would print it out as shown here, print numbers, and in Python we do indexing to get each element, and we know it starts with 0 as the first index. So if I write print numbers here, it will return 1. So the first element in that list is 1. And if you want to get 2, you would print out the first index to get the value, the second value in that list. Now, instead of doing this manually, we can do a for loop. And the syntax is as this shown here for a for loop. So for num, now this num variable could be any name that you really assign it or specify in numbers, because numbers is an iterable variable with a list. Python then can go through each element in that list. And what we want to do in that for loop is to print each of those elements. So print num. So if I run this whole for loop section here, it'll run 1 to 5. Now it's only gotten to 5 instead of 10 because it's been assigned here down below as before. So I'll reassign it to 1 to 10. And now if I rerun that, we can see it's printed 1 to 10. Great. So why did it print out 1 to 5 the first time? Is because I've previously assigned it 1 to 5 using a list comprehension. So if I run that and then run and just return the numbers variable, we can see it's been now assigned with a list of integers between 1 and 5. Now, if that's the case, what we can do again is just run that for loop above, and now it would reprint out each element, stopping at 5. So in the second example, what we're going to do is use pandas to create a data frame, and we want to return the column names in that data frame. For example, you can imagine if you have a table, could be in Excel, and across the columns you have in the first cell rows are the column names. So we can do that by first creating a dictionary and assign it to the variable data. And in each dictionary has the specified values. And once we've created that dictionary variable, in pandas you can create now a data frame by using the data frame function. So if we do that, and then run this, so let's check if that's correct by just returning the df variable. We can see here we have a small table below in the console that the name with their specified names, age with the relevant names, and city and the relevant cities. So that's all good. And let's see if we wanted to just return their column names in pandas, we can write df.columns, return that, and we can see here returns the column names as a list. As we know, a list is an iterable. We can go ahead and do a for loop to return the column names. As shown here, the same thing as above for column name. So column name variable is anything that you really want to call it in the iterable df.columns, which is a pandas object that also happens to return a list. So therefore it's an iterable, and therefore we can print out each element in that column names, or in that list. So if we run this, as we would expect, returns the name, age, and city correctly. So that's pretty much it for basic for loops. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. Cheers.